Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the PixelForgePodcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sean. I'm here with my other co-host, Josh.
Hello, sorry I'm laughing. It's just short. Yeah, hello.
Hope you've been good. How you been this week?
Good. It's interesting stuff. There's all sorts going on this week.
Yeah. Especially for gamers. This is a very good week for gamers. If you like all announcements, everything like that, this week has just been absolutely crazy and still going now. Right now as we're speaking, there's still stuff happening. But yeah, same thing even with the Warhammer stuff. There's all probably loads of stuff of that.
Yeah, there's a fair bit. Yeah, coming out of this week, and yeah, there's a fair bit.
Yeah. So if you don't know, guys, we talk about every episode we do. We talk about our businesses, everything from the world of Warhammer and tabletop side, and the world of gaming. So we appreciate everyone that's been listening so far to the podcast and leaving comments. And we are also obviously on Spotify. That's why we post every week. Also now we've got the links, the episodes going up on YouTube as well, at Pixel Forge Plays on YouTube. So you can check us out as well on there if you can't get to Spotify. And yeah, it's been good. And obviously as well, Twitch. We stream every week. Pixel Forge Podcast on Twitch as well. So that's what we do. Some obviously Josh does the paintings and miniatures, and we've done one or two little game ones as well, game streams as well. But
yeah, I'll get them on YouTube.
There'll be more. There'll be more coming up with that as well. But yeah, without further ado,
I've got a few bits because I want to make sure we get onto the gaming stuff because it's heavy gaming this week.
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah,
there's a lot. Like when I had the summer preview for Warhammer, there was a lot. It's the same thing, but with the gaming stuff, there's tons.
It's a lot this week. Yeah.
So I'll keep a lot of the business updates pretty short and sweet. There's not much I need to really go into, and obviously we have our free models as usual. That's probably going to be the bulk of me talking this week. But anyway, without further ado, so business updates. So stock progress for the event. Everything's bagged and tagged. Everything that I'm going to sell is already. I just need to put the names and the labeling and the who designed them on the tag at the top. But other than that, that's it. That's just time tedious job, so that's fine. I guess on that, actually, I probably will mention about if you've seen it, about the place that the event's being held.
Yes.
What is it? It's
Sky Guild.
Sky Guild, yeah. Their logo. So the Sky Guild is closing because of, money. But the event, so by the time you hear this, it'll be, 2 days before the event when you listen to this episode.
Yes, it will be, yeah.
So to confirm, and it's probably quite last minute for me to say, but the event's still happening.
Yeah.
It's still
reassured people that
reassured,
it is still going.
Ellen, because the event is separate to the venue. The venue is its own thing, and One Shot Events is separate. So it's not like they're going under. It's just that the place, unfortunately, where it's being hosted. And Jamelia was saying to me that she'd got that space a month after the last one, so she's had it for time. But yeah, that's still happening. Just to confirm, the event's still happening. Don't worry, don't stress. It's probably a little, as I said, a little last minute now. But anyway, and on that diorama update, the diorama, all the walls and floors are done, all painted. Sean thought it was bigger than it was, but it's because
I swear, no.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it in a little while. I've added some extra details and greebles inside the trench, like a body and like boxes and all that stuff. So that's all in there, and everything's pretty much got a base coat. I just need to weather stuff and just put a bit more paint on. And the way it is now, if I put it there, it's fine. But there's a little bit more finessing I want to do, and I've got plenty of time for that. Even with this weekend, it's pretty busy for me. So
remember, guys, what he's talking about, obviously as well. You can go back and watch the video on Twitch, and you can see him finishing it off as well. So the VOD is up on Twitch, so you can go back and have a look at it. Yeah, and
I'll make sure to get that video posted on YouTube as well if you want to go back and look through some of the steps that I do in the video. But yeah, so that's the diorama's pretty much in a good spot as well. And then lastly, for business updates, is the event I talked about last week. Well, I say event, the Design and Craft weekend at the Truman Brewery, the market, is all paid for. So I am going to that. We will be there. That's over 2 days, the Saturday and the Sunday. So it's a pretty big deal. If you told me a week ago you're going to do 2 event type things within the space of a week, I'd have told you you're mad. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm imagining from the gaming event, I'm not going to sell a lot, so I should still have a lot of that stock left over, and then it'll only be a little bit of top up that I need to do. What would be a good problem to have is I sell all the stock and need to print more. That's also a very good problem to have in some
Definitely,
extent.
yeah.
But do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's all paid for. Looking forward to that. And I'll get some stuff posted on Instagram and stuff, so you know where we are and stuff. If you want to come visit us on that weekend, that'd be pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got for business updates.
That's cool.
Pretty cool, interesting. Did you don't have anything? I know I went straight into it. Yeah, no, it's still go to Game Party Pro if you want to hook up with any parties or anything like that, please. Thank you. So, without further ado, 3 models of the week. That usually. So there's 3 there. It's a little bit different this week again, partly because I'm getting to the point where I need to just really think about what I'm going to talk about. This is completely different. This is like a right turn.
It looks like it. I'm going to go for this first little one here.
Cool. Okay. Coolio. Right. So this model in particular, basically the faction is a Sylvaneth. So they're basically like tree spirits.
Yeah, you can tell the vines and stuff.
And they are born from like tree spirit soul pods types of thing. But as I said, they're Sylvaneth, and they basically guard nature. So much like, when we talked about the Wood Elves last week in Lord of the Rings, imagine that, but like the forest is alive, like the Ents in Lord of the Rings, the big tree. They're kind of in that sense. And they look after nature and the forests and stuff like that. And they kind of protect life across the mortal realms, which is obviously where the Age of Sigmar is currently set. But they do it with like grace and memory. It's quite a spiritual. They're this very spiritual faction, they come from, and so this model comes from a group which is the Yathari's Guardians, and it comes from Shadespire, which is like another offshoot game, like Kill Team and stuff like that. It's just a fantasy one. And they are trapped inside a Shadespire, which is again another ethereal, magical place, right? And they basically within that they're fighting to claim back soul pods, which is obviously what their society, how they get life is through soul pods. They're there to claim that back and get rid of any death magic, so stuff like chaos and anything like that. They're to get rid of that. And they're led by Yathari, which is again just an emphasis on embodying the embodiment of nature and grace and vengeance and all of that stuff. But yeah, Sylvaneth are just basically like tree people.
So was this like a normal human person that's got possessed almost, or I think transformed?
I think they're always like the spirit, like a Studio Ghibli films where the spirit of the forest is like this manifestation as a creature. Yeah, they're just spirits of the forest that have a physical embodiment. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. I'm not a big
because the top part does look human.
Yeah,
like that's the thing. That's why I thought it was like a human first.
They're like in Oblivion, the flame Atronach.
Not really played Oblivion that much. I'll be honest with you.
What about Skyrim?
Same.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Basically,
good.
there's like these flame creatures. They're just fire and they look like people. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
I'll show you some stuff later on so you get what I mean.
Cool.
But yeah, that's the Sylvaneth. At least a snippet of the Sylvaneth. As I said, I mainly collect Cities of Sigmar and Stormcast. So these factions are a bit outside my comfort zone in terms of like all the knowledge, but anyway.
Will the Sylvaneth get more powerful as well?
They have a variety of units.
Sort of the forest is quite dense. Is it like they're stronger?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you think from a lore perspective, like if it's like a really strong place for the Sylvaneth, they're going to have
someone's back garden.
There'll be a couple of them chilling. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Well, okay.
That's the Sylvaneth.
That's cool.
There's another 2.
I'm going for the middle one.
Okay, so this one's a bit of a switch. This is actually a 40k model.
Ooh.
So sci-fi. This chap is, I'm going to try and say his name, Erasmus Kotevolnus.
Okay.
That's probably butchered that name. Yeah, it's craziness.
Hey, said it better than me.
Yeah, do you know, he is a zealous inquisitor, the Ordo Malleus, and he's also a psyker. So he has like, psychic abilities. Ooh, yeah. And he's basically lived for 300 years. Yeah, he's old. And he basically uses his psychic abilities and his knowledge of being in the Inquisition to like kill and take on demonic corruption. So demons and chaos and all of that stuff. He does, and all of the Inquisition does this, he does use some forbidden lore and texts, because within 40k there are forbidden things. Like in Destiny, when they talk about the golden age of humanity and people wanting to get all the tech from the golden age, 40k has a similar thing.
Okay.
where there's technology from like bygone days that is forbidden because, for example, like AI and robots are practically forbidden.
Oh, damn.
Because it causes a whole thing. So he uses some of that stuff, but he because he's in the Inquisition, he's entrusted with it and to use it within a discipline, which sometimes you can read, like some inquisitors can be kind of corrupt and evil. If you finish the first Space Marine, you know there's a whole thing with the Inquisitor in that.
It was, yes.
Yes, exactly. There you go. Yes. So stuff like that. But again, he uses all of his skills and abilities to protect the Imperium from the warp and the horrors that come from it, as I said, like chaos and demons. And to give you a bit of background, the Inquisition is a secretive order, you know, much like the Spanish Inquisition is secretive. They do things outside of like normal remit. They tend to, their main jobs are to like root out heresy, take on demonic threats, like again, like demons and any alien corruption. So you might find when we've talked about gene stealer cults, and you know when they're like the insurgents that take over a population, if they cottoned on, the Inquisition would work to root that out and get rid of it before it can flourish and take over. Do you know what I mean? The Inquisition's a bit of an interesting part of the universe because they're not good and they're not bad. They're kind of whatever fits their narrative to ensure that the Imperium lives is what tends to go down.
So their rules are like, we'll do what we have to do to protect what we have to, like, kind of.
Yeah, it'd be like, if you remember in Space Marine, they were going to do Exterminatus on. Oh no, you haven't played Space Marine 2. Basically, there's an operation called Exterminatus, which is basically we're going to blow the planet up. The Inquisition would do that even if people were still on the planet, just to ensure that something doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah.
So if it was like Earth, for example, and Halo, because I was playing ODST, let's say the Covenant have attacked and they're, you know, we're winning, but if the Covenant do a type of thing in a certain area, it wouldn't matter if we won Earth back because the whole war would be lost.
Yeah.
The Inquisition would be like, blow the planet up. That's the only way to stop it from happening.
That's it.
Regardless of like, we could win it. Yeah. So the Inquisition definitely have their own.
It's like the films when they say, oh, you're gonna hurt innocent people, but I think, you know what?
They'll do it. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Yes, and it's just they don't care. They'll be like, it's just another planet to replace. Like if it's an agricultural planet where it's all about the fauna and food and stuff, they'll assess it and be like, well, we've got another planet that will also do that. There are some planets they wouldn't do it on because they're important strategically, and that's something else we can get into. But yeah, Inquisition's a bit of like a Marmite. You either love the Inquisition or you don't. And typically,
if they did that, are they gonna like annoy somebody else?
Yeah, of course they will. But it doesn't matter. They're the Inquisition. It literally does not matter.
But then who's above them?
Good question. Who is above them?
Does somebody try to stop them from doing? Obviously, people will try to stop them doing it anyway. But
if you're trying to stop the Inquisition, you'll probably be deemed as a heretic. Because why would you stop the Inquisition? Because their objective is for the Imperium. So why would you stop them? Is the argument that would be made?
Okay.
Yeah, Inquisition's an interesting field. A very
Okay.
Yeah, Inquisition. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to look into them.
Yeah, if the Inquisition turn up, it's usually bad news.
But someone must be able to stop them, man. I know you're saying like if you're going against the grain, but
no, even Space Marines. If
will the Space Marine take them on?
No, well, look in Space Marine when the Inquisitor turns up at the end in the first Space Marine.
Well, yeah, they take him away. Innit?
Yeah, see, doesn't matter because they said that they said like Leandros was not Leandros. What's his name?
One? I know you're talking about, but I know you're talking.
The captain, he's basically Leandros has gone. Yeah, he's a heretic, so the Inquisition have to check, regardless of whether or not that's good or bad that he's resistant to the warp. The Inquisition still got involved, and he showed no sign of heretical behaviour. Yet the Inquisition still got involved.
I thought that Titus did that just to play a role, like just play along with it. Like I feel like he was just
He had to, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he went, as I said, if he went against the Inquisition because someone has said that he could be a traitor, they'd have gunned him down there. And remember, the Inquisitor said, if you don't come with me, everybody you've been involved with, you'll disgrace the chapter. All of the guard on that planet will die. The people you've worked with will die. Do you know what I mean?
He said the girl and everyone.
Yeah, I told you. And that's what I'm saying is, regardless of right or wrong, the Inquisitor would have wiped that planet clean just to prove a point. So yeah, Inquisition. I'll bring another Inquisitor so we can talk some more. Because Inquisitor's got to, yeah. All right, so last one. This is from, this chaps are part of the Caradon Overlords. They're effectively dwarves.
Dwarves, it looks like it,
yeah. But so what I'll do is I'll cover them. So they're basically skyfaring Duardin, which is again dwarves, but in the language. They basically left. Dwarves. They live in the mountains. These dwarves left the mountains and basically went for steampunk-esque empire. So they've switched it up. So it's all steampunk. It's powered by ethereal gold. So it's still got that remnants of like dwarves mining for gold, but it's powered by this mystic type of stuff, right? And it has a mix of, and it's a shame you haven't played Skyrim because it's in that effectively, like this theme. They use arcane technology, so like lightning and Tesla and stuff, to help that ether gold come to life and use all the steampunky stuff and everything to come to life, right? They're also like really big traders, but they're ruthless, so they will get the best deal out of anyone. And again, they're kind of, their speciality is airborne warfare. When you see their faction, a lot of their stuff is on these balloons and
this looks crazy. I don't know what that was. I thought,
yeah, it's all steampunk. And basically, so this chap is part of a group called the Thundrix Profiteers. And again, they basically chase for treasure in the Shadespire, which we talked about for the Sylvaneth. So again, they just want loot. That's basically what they want to do. Yeah, and they're led by Jorgen Thundrick, which again is just is one of the leaders of the Profiteers. And this group, the squad that go into the Shadespire, they wield all that arcane and ethereal technology, and again, their objective is just to get loot and take it back to the empire of the dwarves, and make sure they're profitable. They're always able to trade. They have the best gear to take on their enemies and stuff like that. But yeah, like they're leveled up dwarves. So in the world that was before, in the old world, they would have been dwarves through and through. But then when Mortal Realms happened and the Age of Sigmar kicked in,
they kind of evolved.
They evolved. Yeah. They left the mountain, as I said, and went to Sky. But yeah, that's the three models. An interesting mix this week. A bit more Age of Sigmar. A little less Inquisition, but the Inquisition, and they used to have an actual game, an Inquisitor game, which had like 72. I think there were 72mm models, really big models. I'll show you. It's a pretty interesting. It's quite popular. It's one of those ones where it's like people waiting for them to bring it back.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what confuses me sometimes with these miniatures and stuff like that. They knew it was popular. Why didn't they keep the trend going? Like even if it was. It's still, maybe a year or two after, just bring another set out.
It's still money. But also to that point, there are some things like Mordheim, which is like another Age of Sigmar. When I talked about the End Times last week, the Vermintide game, it's set within that period where the End Times is happening in the city, right? And people have asked GW not to touch that because it's not supported anymore, but the community has carried on with the rules and updating it, making it playable. So now it's on the flip side where people don't want GW to do anything to it to keep it alive.
So is it like you don't want to create another story? Is that what people don't want?
Well, it's not so much another story. It's just they don't. If GW get involved, they're going to, like I've talked about before on another episode, where all my Stormcast Eternals got wiped off the slate because they revamped the range. Yeah. That's what would happen. All that old stuff would become legends.
Obsolete, like pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, obviously you could still use those models like if me and you were playing, but if there was tournaments, you can't take that stuff. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You can't do any of that. So, yeah, so it's with that type of stuff where there's old games, it's catch-22. So it's going to be good because you get new models, but if it's got a big cult following still, you might lose more than you gain.
That's it.
But yeah, that's three models. Pretty cool. And I've still got a little bit of wargaming news for you.
Yes.
And then we'll get the rest of the time will be for gaming. And I'm going to kick us off with the gaming with obviously something I'm very excited about, and which I was quite proud of, because what you said when we watched the trailer was, if I'd watched this before, I'd have had no idea. But as soon as I saw the flag, I knew. I'm very happy with that. It means this is working, at least on someone. You know what I mean?
It's working.
So first I'll start with leaks, as per usual the last few weeks. You might remember from the preview show, there was the Votan. You know, I said, the Votan are like the space dwarves again.
Yes.
If you remember them. And there was a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think something to remind you. Anyway, the Leagues of Votan. It was one of the first things they showed off when the show started. Someone, I don't know how, someone actually received all that stuff before it's even out in an order.
How?
You tell me. So they ordered some of the new Black Templar stuff, like the Codex and some of the new models. They opened the box and all the new Votan stuff was in it.
Duh?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And I think I've said, the GW, if this happened before.
What, from GW?
Yeah, they've made an order from the website. Like they've ordered product and the new Votan stuff's ended up in the box.
That means some worker just doesn't care about their job in a warehouse. It's like, what?
It could be either that, it could be, the error on the factory, it could be deliberate, because, I've talked about how sometimes GW do inside, there's that, and there's a lot of stuff getting leaked and stuff at the moment, so I guess it's just, at this point, it's like, God knows what's actually happening. There's so much stuff getting leaked at the moment. I'm not sure what's happening in GW, but I guess that person's happy, and I believe they said that they still asked for their Black Templar stuff as well, because obviously, and I'm keeping that stuff. You don't get it back, do you know what I mean? Absolutely not. But yeah, so more leaks.
It's already out, mate. It's on the board.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's it. We're selling it, mate. That's what I mean. So yeah, GW again with the old early purchase delivery leaks. Yeah, usual. And then the other bit of more gaming news, which will kick us off into our Gamescom extravaganza.
Indeed.
They finally announced Dawn of War 4 next year. I am excited. I screamed when I saw the gameplay. I thought it was just going to be a cinematic trailer. Then when I saw the gameplay, I was like, yes, absolutely. I went mad, because it was just, I wasn't expecting. It was one thing and I'll make the point of, originally I was going to talk about the leaks and that they'd leaked pictures from the conference, because I'd seen it all right. So I was going to talk about that. Then by the time, obviously, this recording now, it's been announced. And I thought we were just going to see cinematic trailer, and then, as I said, bam, straight into gameplay, and it looks amazing. It looks like they've gone back to how it was before, but with a new studio, by the way. It's not Relic and I can't remember the other one. It's not the guys that did the first 3 games, which some people might say, thank God. It's a new studio. I can't remember the name of the studio. I'm sure Sean will get it for me in a moment. Yeah, he was doing it. So yeah, it's a new studio. As I said, it looks great. And a few little tidbits. Looks like base building's back, which in Dawn of War 2 and 3, we know that kind of started to vanish. And I think the base building's a big part, especially if you look at the reception with Dawn of War Definitive Edition. Like, people are flocking back to that. So yeah, base building's back. And the planet,
Feral Interactive.
Thank you, Sean. Feral Interactive is, again, I've never touched Dawn of War series before, so it's totally new studio doing it. The planet, and you said this earlier on, Kronos, is actually from the expansion to Dawn of War in Dark Crusade. You actually fight on that planet during that campaign for Dark Crusade, so it's a return to that. And to be fair, it makes sense, because that planet is classed as a tomb world. So the Necrons, which are the undead robot dudes, if it's a tomb world, that's their planet. They live under the surface. It's like, imagine the Egyptians living underground. It's basically what that is, right? So it's a tomb world. So it makes sense for them to go back, because that tomb world, unless they destroy it, will always be active. So there's that. So it's going back to Kronos from Dark Crusade. A few of the modes, it will have Last Stand, which I think is, Last Stand's going to be you versus, like, a horde mode. Skirmish, which has always been there, which is just your general, like, if you just want to play a game of whatever. And then multiplayer, which will have 1v1 and 3v3, which we also currently have in Dawn of War as well. Campaign, however, not only will it have 70 plus missions, and each faction will have its own campaign, which I'll get into in a second, it's going to have co-op.
Oh, wow.
Which is new, because I don't think any of them have had co-op. Maybe 3 did. Anyway, none of the good ones had co-op. So co-op campaign for the first time. Very exciting. It'll be interesting to see how they incorporate that and what changes they make to the game for co-op. But yeah, I'm very happy about that. And as I said, 70 plus missions per and each faction has its own campaign with 70 plus missions. Wicked. And then for the factions, there's 4 to start. You have Space Marines, which is the Blood Ravens, which is obvious because the Blood Ravens are the poster boys of that series. Orcs, Necrons, and then the Adeptus Mechanicus.
What's that one?
That's the...
I've seen them.
Have I brought an Mechanicus model in? They're basically the technology dudes for the Imperium.
Okay.
I don't think I have gone over. Next week I'll bring. I remember next week I'll bring Admech and we'll go over Admech. They're basically like the crafters of the Imperium. They're the ones that, like, all the tanks and the vehicles that you see, they've worked on them and they've developed them. They're a pretty cool faction, and so they're the first 4 we'll get. If you look in some of the gameplay trailers, you do see the Astra Militarum, which is, like the armies. So I would imagine we'll get them as a faction very soon because they're effectively already in
the game.
And again, and I'm sure people are thinking, why are you already talking about other factions? But it's just me speculating that if you look on the offset, they would make sense for the next faction because they're in there. Not saying I need a new faction now because we've got 4 to play.
There's going to be a lot. There'll probably be most likely, that 2 or 3 DLCs or factions.
There'll be loads. They'll put everyone in it because
they can make that huge.
Yeah, you've got the Sisters of Battle missing. You've got all different chapters. They've released chapters separately on there before. Chaos aren't in there. They're a big faction.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's loads to come. But yeah, Dawn of War 4, very excited, very happy. Especially off the back of the definitive edition coming out. It's nice to have all, like, Dawn of War coming back, having a resurgence. Because Dawn of War is like, I know people say about all games, but Dawn of War is like one of those games, if you think about RTS on PC, somewhat you will hear Dawn of War come up in that stint of stuff. But yeah.
Was that the original trailer from that's the new trailer, isn't it? It's Dawn of War 4.
Yeah, Dawn of War 4 is the new trailer. The one where it had the voice thing was the original.
Is this the new one?
No. The trailer we watched earlier on was the new one, but the one I talked about when I said about the audio being different, that's the original Dawn of War, yeah. But yeah, it's very cool. And that's all I've got for Wargaming, to be honest. It's a bit quiet on that front. But yeah, very exciting week. Lots going on.
Yes.
And we have Gamescom now. Well, we've started it off, but you've got the Gamescom. Do you know what I mean?
This huge week, Gamescom week, like you said. Everyone's in Cologne, Germany right now, pretty much playing and sampling all the new goods that are coming out this year and into next year as well. As I said, we had opening night live on, when was that, the 20th? I want to say, what day was that? 20th? Yeah, 20th.
Yeah, I think so.
20th of August. We're on the 22nd of August, by the way. But yeah, it was a huge night. Was it 2-hour show?
It went quick. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it went super fast. Like the show is super fast. But before I dive into that, I just want to say one thing first. The Battlefield 6 beta, it finished last weekend. What an experience! I'm sorry.
The draw seemed to
like the Empire. What's the level? Empire State.
Yeah,
Empire State.
That map is just
amazing. I'm sorry. Like, you didn't play with me on that Sunday, the last day.
Yeah.
I played 4 hours non-stop of that map. Like, I turned off the other maps and just played that one map. And Breakthrough for 4 hours again. Loved it. Yeah. Like, it's so good. Like, I feel like now I know every corner, every facet of that whole map. Like, there's nothing I can surprise.
I clocked that map pretty quick, to be fair. Like, of all the maps, that was the one I was like, there's this alley and that bridge, and
absolutely love it. It was fun. I mean, I finished all the challenges as well, which is cool. So I got everything unlocked, I guess, when the game drops. I got stuff to start with, like skins and whatever, stickers and...
I didn't do the tank one because I just was like...
I'm not going to lie, the tank one was so quick.
It started quick.
It is really quick. And it's like, it's on the... what level is it?
Is it Cairo?
The Cairo mission. The guys... I don't think I even did it on the Cairo mission. I might have done it on the other map in the streets.
There's Cairo, there's Empire State,
there's
the Peak, the Sniper Alley, and then what was the other map? There was 4.
Actually, it might have been that Sniper one as well. I did a chunk of it on that one. Because I think the Sniper one, where everyone runs up the hill in the beginning, the tank went straight, obviously, on the road, dodges that car, that first little burnt car, and it stood there. So obviously you're getting snipers hitting it, you're getting rocket launchers hitting it, and there's about 3 or 4 of us standing behind it, just healing this tank. And it didn't move. Like, it's weird. Like, the tank didn't move. Like, the person just, I don't understand. Sometimes when they're getting cooked like that, you think to move backwards or forwards.
I guess if they saw their health going up, they're probably thinking, I don't need to. Yeah.
And the same thing happened on the Cairo map. The same thing through the streets. It stopped at, I think, A or whatever it did. And it didn't move. And it was just insane. Like, I finished that in like, I think I had 1,000 something. 2 maps there, I finished it. And I saw it. It popped up on the screen saying, done. I was like, oh, that was quick. I had no idea.
I don't know. After I tried it, I just had issues matchmaking. I was like, you know what?
I don't think I had any issue that Sunday.
Not the I mean, before that, when I started doing it, I remember the last time and it got to 1,000. I remember it pinged saying it was over 1,000. Then I had to boot the game up as naturally, the beta back up. Then when I went back onto it, I'd lost progress. I was like, oh, never mind.
No, but amazing weekend. October 10th now, we've got to wait for it to come out. But if you can't wait for that, guys, I mean, Battlefield 2042 have launched, EA have put onto that a free battle pass for everyone. 60 tier battle pass as well. It's insane.
Free, all of it's
for free. So you're unlocking skins from Battlefield 1, 5,
Company 2.
I think 6 as well. Is there
There's stuff for 6, yeah.
There's stuff for 6 on there as well.
I think there's like 4 or 5 packs that will be in Battlefield 6, and then the rest of it is just for 2042. But you know why they've done it.
Yeah, just keep ahead of them. Keep ahead of the rivals.
You know what I mean? And it's busy. The game's busy. It's not like it's still not people are playing it.
Yeah, a lot of people are still playing it. It's insane. Like
more than backup.
Like the FOMO of 6, everyone just thought, you know what, just go back and just play 2042. I mean, that came to another like question of mine as well. Like the Battlefield 6 versus Black Ops like question. Like, what's really happening with this? Like, and then it goes into again like the opening night live, the start of it. Now I'm gonna start talking about opening night live, but go to this opening of the show. They played the Black Ops 7 trailer, and you're thinking, okay, so we've seen the trailer now. We're looking at this trailer. The room does not seem hype at all.
No one makes any noise.
It's weird. It's hard actually. Do you know why? Because I saw other clips when someone's watching it in the crowd, and you do hear reactions and stuff, but because when they're streaming like that, you don't hear the crowd. It's like there's no mics over the crowd or nothing, or no kind of audience participation. It's weird. You hear the claps at the end or whatever. That's what they kind of turn the volume up for. But everything else, you just don't hear anything from the crowd. So I think it looked like it got reception, like a good reception, but then you just don't know.
Do you know why I don't think it had a good reception? Because all I keep seeing online are memes.
Oh, the memes are going crazy.
The memes are like people like, Battlefield 6 is over, the hype's over, but Black Ops is, and then you see the statistics and Battlefield's got like through the roof statistics. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna go through the list of Open Night Live. Like it was, let's say it was 2 hours. It was a long event. I'll break down. Well, I'll just go through a list and I'll talk about a couple that stand out. So you start off with, I say, Black Ops 7. Then you had Laws of Fallen 2. Then you had TV show, that TV anime show, Sekiro.
Oh yeah.
No Defeat. Then you had Lego Batman, Legacy of Dark Knight. Your game, Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 4. Another one of your games, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Arc Knights, Enfield, Demon X, is that Mishima? Titanic's Siren.
There's a demo for that.
Yeah, Void Break, which I think that's out now as well on Game Pass on PC.
Right.
Then you got the trailer as well for Fallout Season 2.
Yes, we did.
TV show, which looked quite good.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. The Deathclaw was pretty cool and stuff.
Yeah, everything was good. I mean, I'm happy as well. It's coming out December 17th. I think it's weekly episodes as well.
I was going to say
I'm not sure if they're dropping maybe 1 or 2 at the beginning, then...
They did put a timeline on there. They had like, I can't remember what it said, but they had like 4 images of the season.
Okay.
And they had 4 different dates. So it might be the first 4 episodes. I don't know. But we'll have to go back and look. But they definitely had a release schedule of type that they showed during the conference after the trailer.
Okay. Then from that, you went into Indiana Jones and Great Circle, Order of the Giants, the DLC. Also after that, Deadpool VR, World of Tanks, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
Oh yeah.
A little funny game, Death by Scrolling.
Yeah, yeah. That looks cool. Yeah,
I knew you like that.
Yeah,
I saw that game. I was like,
cool. Yeah,
that's
because they showed that in the last
Did they?
Summer Games Fest. Yeah,
I never saw that. Maybe I overlooked that.
Remember, I watched every bloody
you
conference
saw that.
known
I
to
didn't see
man.
that.
Yeah, that was in one of the smaller ones. Yeah, I saw that's pretty cool.
Yeah, then you got another game says NTE, which was Neverness to Everness. And then you got Unbeatable, which is the Hi-Fi Rush game I was talking about.
Oh yes, yeah.
That looks similar anyway. You got Corner of the King Worlds, Delta Force, Ninja Gaiden.
Delta Force is out.
Yeah, it's out now. Yeah, free. Ninja Gaiden 4, Cinder City, Time Takers, Silent Hill F, obviously a big one. Kronos, the New Dawn, Outer Worlds 2, which was pretty cool little. So what they're showing, the companions on that, I think they were showing the companions.
I've seen some memes about that though.
Yeah, it's not looking. It's not looking great, but the game I think is going to surprise people when it comes out. I think it will.
Yeah, I think it's just good. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to it.
Fate Trigger, Age of Empires 4, I guess going to PS5. That was a bit crazy. World of Warcraft Midnight, Project Spectrum, Ghost of Yotei, and then the last two, Resident Evil Requiem, and then the new Black Myth game as well that got announced. But yeah, that was the bulk of the show. I missed a couple things out. There was a lot more than that. I probably just missed out as well because there was tons and tons of games. But I think, as I say, to dive into a couple games here and there, let's go to like first one, like say Black Ops 7. It was the first game out. I know it's meant to be kind of the biggest thing on that showcase as well. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, Black Ops 7.
I mean, set in 2035. They've gone back to the futuristic styling, obviously the weapons and stuff like that, the mechs, the jetpacks.
I think I even saw like someone just taking the mick and going, "Look, we've waited all this time. We're going to the exact same bridge that we fought on in Black Ops 2." Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah, they've drawn from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 6. Yeah.
All the Black Ops to pick.
I mean, the game's set 10 years after Black Ops 2, so I know it's not the best.
I think there was 3 and 4 and 5. So what we'll do is we'll go back.
Yeah, because obviously with the character, I think Mason, the character from Black Ops 2, there, I think they're carrying on his story.
Yes, Mason's son, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously they showed that that the campaign, like little bits here and there, and they're saying obviously yes, 4-player co-op for the campaign. That's their
kind of. Not even going to have 4 people playing it.
I think that's what they're trying to sell this game this year, because like it's fully co-op. So the guy was saying on the podcast there, he was like, one of the developers, he was like, you can go from the campaign, then go to zombies, then go to Dead Ops, then go to whatever mode. You know what I mean? Like you can just keep jumping from mode to mode with your friends and just carry on playing together. That's what I think they want, that all-round interaction with everyone to play the game at the same time, which is cool. It's fun, I guess, in that sense as well. Like if you have a squad of people, then
no one's playing COD anymore.
It's crazy. I do like this fact though. Like they've added a feature. I'm not sure we saw it for the multiplayer stuff. Like when people make their own guns, classes, and I might like your class and be like, oh, what's your build like? And you will tell me. But now you don't have to tell me. You can just send me the code to me, and I can upload your gun straight away like that, without me going through the settings and everything. You can just send me your build, which I think is pretty cool, because people go to look at content creators and this, that, and the other, and if they just leave a code on their stream or whatever, it'd be like, okay, just upload it and done. You ain't got to leave everything, go back to the page and do everything like that. It's just long, but I think that's pretty cool, in that sense as well. And I think they're now doing the level progressions as well, like the prestige progressions as well on the weapons, as well as the...
Yeah, they do that still.
Yeah, I think they've done it for a little while. They just do prestige on like your rank, but now they're doing it on weapons as well. So with weapons, you're going to get like new skins and new this and that and the other. Like charms and skins and all that stuff, like camos and whatever. But yeah. So...
Okay.
Yeah, Black Ops are trying to come out strong out the gate.
I don't think they know what they're doing, to be quite honest.
It's tough because obviously Battlefield 6 is gonna kill it. I'm saying it right now. It's not even out yet, but I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
Battlefield 6 is gonna absolutely cook this game, and I think most of the people from Black Ops, even creators and stuff that I've seen, they're the same. They're nervous because they don't want to see their game die. Watch they play like religiously. Do you know what I mean? Pretty much. But I think people say it's gonna shake them up, like shake up the COD developers again, to make a better game next year and stuff, or whatever they're doing down the line. But we'll wait and see what happens. Game looks okay. May get it, but I doubt it.
It's on Game Pass. I'm obviously gonna have.
It's gonna be on Game Pass regardless. But yeah,
I don't know.
Battlefield 6 is gonna be the one for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
let everybody know.
And to be fair, in defense of the game, and I think I said this to you, that obviously remember, like you're seeing stuff online where people are like, why did they go for the skins again instead of doing what Battlefield 6 did? Like, remember that they haven't made that decision last week. They've been developing these games individually for a long time. It's not like EA and Activision are like sitting down on calls every week, double checking each other's work. So as much as there's comments about like why have they gone back to skins, just bear in mind they're just continuing what they're currently working on. That the only reason Battlefield 6 is the way it is because from 2042 people have been telling them this is cooked. Whereas if you think with the current game, it's only been in the last 3 to 6 months where people are saying about how silly it is with like the Family Guy skin, the American Dad skin. So remember, you've got the recency bias, right? Because you're saying it's cooked and why haven't they changed? But that's only happening now. Whereas Battlefield, as soon as 2042 came out, it was cooked out the gate. Like it was already having problems. So EA have had lots of time to work on it. And like you said just a minute ago, like this Black Ops will come out and probably flop. And then they'll work on a new COD that's based on what everyone wants. But this is also the trouble because so many people want so many different things, and even those content creators. The same thing with Destiny. There was a point where people were complaining about the content creators because they keep giving the game crap, and Bungie are adjusting, but they're adjusting because the content creators are saying not what the community wants.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's the same thing with COD. All of you, I've said this before. Fortnite, we want the skins, all of this stuff. COD do it. Everyone's happy, Larry, and now you're complaining about it. Like. Stop telling them to change stuff and then complain about it in 5 minutes. That's just what it is. At least, as I said, at least with Battlefield, like even playing 2042 now, it's great playing it because we're playing it to get ready for 6. But like, there's things in it where, like, I think I said to you yesterday or the day before, I was like, I can't tell who I'm shooting because everybody's using the same skins. Yeah. Rather than it being quite clearly American, quite clearly whoever. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So there are things that 2042 needs to work.
Like a Nicki Minaj or Snoop Dogg running around.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Yeah, and thank God it's not that. But yeah, do you know what I mean? But just think about it. When you're complaining about these games and you're going, all of this and that, just remember there's more than 2 weeks of development time and work that goes into it, not just because you've seen it now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But Battlefield 6 will blow out the water. It's 10 times better. But anyway.
100%. Another standout game of that show live was Onimusha, The Way of the Sword. Just watched the trailer again as we did.
Yeah,
amazing, looking very, very good.
Yeah, nice.
It's giving like Sekiro kind of vibes as well, like with the movement. It's not really like Souls-like movement either. It's like in between. That makes sense.
Funny you say that because one of the interviews I watched, it must have been IGN, someone had played it and they basically said that it's not a Souls-like, but it's got the fluency and skill requirement as Sekiro.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's what someone said, so it's funny you say that.
Even towards like Ghost of Tsushima, like it's almost like that as well, like how it moves as well, to be fair. But yeah, the enemies are looking crisp in the video, like obviously the combat, you saw the staff, we saw the bow and arrow, was different enemies. Just the enemies are looking crazy. Like it's gonna be super fun. Like,
and the funny thing is as well is when people are saying about it's not Souls-like and stuff. The way this looks like it plays, Onimusha's always played like that. Yeah, it's never changed. Yeah, it's never changed. It's always felt like if you play the first game especially or the second game,
the only thing was dodgy was the camera.
But because it was off the back of all the Resident Evils and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? It's always played like that, where it's not a Souls-like, but it's got that skill factor that you need to take on enemies. It's always had that. Onimusha, in fact, Onimusha is probably one of the games that kick that off to create the genres of Souls-like and stuff like. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's always been there. But I'm glad it's getting those comparisons. That's a good thing for it to get compared to.
Yeah, and that's out next year sometime 2026. So we don't have a definitive date on that yet. Let's move on to another standout, which I like. I know you don't. Oh, you like it, but not too much.
Oh,
Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Huh.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the trailer. I didn't know what to expect when I saw it. I saw Lego Batman. I thought, oh, it's another one. But going through the trailer, seeing obviously the open world, referencing pretty much most of the Batman films and stuff like that. Like you're getting certain scenes and stuff like that. How it was going through the trailer, which was pretty cool. And obviously, I know there's probably more stuff as well. Like obviously, you had Penguin, you had Joker, you had Catwoman, you had different Batmobiles in the trailer, like Bane, and there's probably like tons more stuff we even don't know about yet. Might be like, I don't know, Poison Ivy or whatever, and you never know what's going on. And it's got the Batman Arkham fighting combat as well, which I think is amazing. Like to have that in a Lego game as well.
Cool.
Like, it's just random as hell.
Yeah.
But that looks
They
super
even
fun.
had the explosive, the bat explosive you use in Arkham.
Oh, the gel on the wall.
Yeah, the gel, it's the same.
That was cool as well. But yeah, what did you think? I know you had your little criticisms of this.
Look, as I said, it looks cool, and I understand. I just feel like it's Lego Batman 3.5, just from the sense of we've already had an open world Batman game that's had all the the characters, it's had all of that stuff. Obviously, it hasn't had the newer stuff because of when it came out, right? So my only criticism is like I do feel like it's taken an opportunity for a new IP, like a new IP to be Lego-fied, right? That's my only, because as I said, they've basically done it with Batman 3. But it's pretty cool, like you said, like the Arkham combat, having all the new Batman stuff in there. But I feel like, again, like, did it have to be a full game? I don't know. I think it could have just been an upgrade, additional content, not
for the old one.
Yeah.
When did the other one come out?
I mean, I'm stretching. It's very odd, but my point being is that I can't. Anyway, it looks cool. I just don't see the overall benefit to anyone other than giving you the new Batman stuff with the new fighting, like you said.
Do you think it probably could have been like a softer thing, like maybe just one era of the Batman and then the rest of it will DLC? Is that
anything like? Oh, maybe not. Nah, there is that. I don't know about that, but like, as I said, I don't. I guess that I say that because, and the reason I say this, just to clarify, is I didn't finish Skywalker Saga because I've played all the other Lego Star Wars games that I kind of was like,
because you just don't want to keep the same references again.
Done it,
repeat it.
Yeah, like I know there's new stuff in it, and it's the same thing with this. Like I'll play through this and go, I've kind of done this already. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it's just me. Like I love the Lego games, but maybe it's just me not. I'm like I don't want to play the same stuff. Like I want new stuff. So maybe it's just coming from that. But yeah, as I said, it looks cool. I just have my reservations because of Lego Batman 3, and you can obviously complain as much as you want that my opinion is silly, but I do feel like that element's in there, that it's just a 3.5 to some extent anyway. But I did say it would be cool if they did, like in the Skywalker Saga, where I know the map's open world, but like you get to pick which Batman map it is, like, I don't know. It
that might be in there. You never know.
You don't know because it makes sense because it made sense in Skywalker Saga where you had the little orbs and you picked, so you could do each Batman city that they have included. Do you know what I mean?
Because it could be a thing. Maybe the story just ties all together as one, but like you said, go back to the main menu and just pick which one. Pick which.
Because it'd be cool to have Adam West's Batman in one world, but then you can switch to Christian Bale. And did you know what I mean? That would be cool. Yeah, it'd be crazy. But as I said, as much as all of that, the idea of it's really cool. For me, there's still that reservation of we've been here before.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's cool. I'm glad there's a new Lego game. I guess that's probably one thing to take away.
I think it's different as well because like they spoke about having the different skill levels. Like you have the, I don't know, easy, medium, and then like I don't know. Whatever bat level is the highest, like. So if you want to go proper stealth on it and treat it as a normal game, like, I think that's cool, like for different people. But yeah, I had enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed that trailer. That was my favorite trailer. On to another one, which we've seen a few times now. It's had its director already as well. Ghost Yote. You know I love my Ghost Yote. But yeah, that was another little look. Wasn't too much to look at, but they did obviously kind of surprise people at the end there of the trailer saying, we'll give you some free DLC. Which is crazy enough because it should have, it's not nothing crazy, to be honest with you. I thought it was like a whole new mode. Like it is on the whole new mode, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was something different from this because we've had this before, which is Legends mode.
It's not even a whole new mode. It was in the first game.
That's what I'm saying. We've had it before. So I don't know why they had to do it. They should have just put this in direct. They didn't need to put this.
No, yeah.
Now, this is direct. It had like weeks ago. They should have just said, oh, here's a thing happening as well at the end of it. When they announced the new consoles and this, that, and the other. Like, oh, yeah, by the way, Legends mode, back, cool. So even if they went to this night here, they could have had like a whole new trailer or some other features maybe to talk about. But yeah, Ghost Yote. I will be getting it regardless anyway. So I just can't wait for that game to come out. I think Ghost Yote drops, when is it? It's October 2nd.
Jeez, man.
October 2nd. It's not too far. I've got a list. I will tell you the list probably the next podcast.
Yeah.
But the list of games that are coming out from like September to October.
Crazy.
It's
isn't it?
absolutely insane. Like, I've got September kind of written here. I'll save it.
Yeah.
Save it.
We can,
But the amount of stuff, if you're a gamer, this is like the best time right now to pick up any console. Just
crazy.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Probably another good standout from that show, which was pretty much second to last, which we were just watching before you left yours, the Resident Evil Requiem, or Resident Evil 9, whatever you want to say. But it was incredible. Like, obviously, you saw Grace there with her mum in the trailer, having a conversation. Obviously, she's upset about her not picking up the phone. She picks up the phone. Next minute, we gotta go.
So, yeah, we gotta leave. Man.
We gotta go. So, obviously, seen the trailer there. The detail that was in that,
the game looks great. Yeah,
it's insane. Like, I even just watching because you showed me. I never saw that because you showed me the actual gameplay from Gamescom on the show floor right now, which everyone's playing. It's absolutely bananas. Like, I don't play these kind of games that much. I played them like once or twice, these Resident Evils, but I said to you, I probably would like to pick this up and give it a try. Like,
so have you played like 5 and 6 and stuff?
I completed 5 with my friend.
Okay,
because it was co-op. Yeah. So
no, I'm just thinking.
That's the only one That's the only one I completed. Like, I had like 0 on my GameCube. I had, I think, Revelations. You saw it on my 3DS. I'm trying to think what else I got. I got some on the 360. I think there was Resident Evil 6, and there was like another, like a side squad Resident Evil game. It's like a side game. It wasn't like a main game. It was like a spin-off thing.
Code Veronica?
No. That's going to bug me now as well.
Oh,
I'll figure it out for next time.
On what console?
360.
Oh, Operation Raccoon City?
It might be that.
Yeah, the cooked one that no one likes.
No one likes, yeah.
Okay.
That.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm thinking that might be a good one for us in the... Because when have they given a date for 9?
There is...
Was it just
27th February.
Because I was thinking about this actually when we was at mine, is it might be a good thing for us to run through them, and the ones that are single player and stuff we play together, like whether we're at mine together or we stream it and we're on a call together and you watch me. Yeah. Maybe we should do a whole Resi run.
Yeah,
just to catch you up to speed.
Yeah,
because then when we get to like 5 and 6, we can play co-op, and I think the others aren't. But anyway, we can.
So I've got Village as well. I think I played a little bit of it. I've already touched it.
I've got. Well, I bought the digital pack that gives you everything up to 4. But then I've got 4, the remaster of 4.
What's the one in the house? With the crazy dude in the house, the family.
7.
Was that 7?
7. 8's Village.
Okay, yeah. So 7, I played a little bit of that. Because that guy was chasing, yo, the way I drew for that shotgun, boy, that's insane. But yeah, I played that part where he was chasing me up the stairs and everything like that.
Well, yeah, I think maybe it'd be cool for us to stream it on Twitch, and I can put it on YouTube and just have us play through all the Resis. And then by the time, when's the ROG Ally out?
16th of October.
Because then, once we get by that time, we might get to 4 and 5. 5 and 6, we can play in the same room and you run it off your ROG and I can stream it off the...
Yes.
There's all sorts. But yes, anyway, sorry, yes. Yeah,
No.
I think we could do a Resi run through.
We'll do
prep
it.
for 9.
I'm down for it, man. Playing everything else right now. No, I
know. I mean, I'm just adding, just put more on. Helldivers, yeah. Jesus.
Helldivers is definitely coming up. Is that next week? Yep. We'll be playing Helldivers. We might even do a stream.
I'm going to be streaming it all the time. Anytime I play, I'll probably stream it.
Maybe look out, guys, for Tuesday. There might be a stream on Tuesday.
I'll be streaming it.
Spontaneous pop up on your feed.
It sounds like I need to get Instagram prepped.
But yeah, as I say, the game looks very good. Resident Evil. You're also playing it in first player or
first or third.
First or third, yeah. You can switch that anytime you want as well, which I think is very cool. So, but the visuals, everything about the game just looked phenomenal. I'm intrigued to see where that story goes to when the game comes out. It's like 7 days after my birthday, so if anyone wants to get me a present, feel free. But yeah, it was a good event all in all. Like, it was a good open night live. They just kept the games as flowing. Another favorite part of it, Expedition 33. Come on, guys! If you did not like the music in this, I'm a bit gutted as well. Do you know why? Because obviously, if that was it wasn't Game Awards style, but Game Awards had the whole orchestra. That you needed that with that. I'm telling you, when you have the orchestra, like in the videos on YouTube and stuff, when the actual videos, they got the whole orchestra set up, the violins, everyone's all there, the operas, you had all the backup.
Yeah.
It cooks. Like, you cannot mess with that song, like, properly. Like, her by herself, she tried to hold it. She tried to hold it, but it was... I was still singing along. Don't get it twisted. I was still singing along at home, like, but I need the full backing.
All of it. I get that.
Yeah, they should come. They need to invite them back for Game Awards. Do you know why you should do it? Personally, I think they're going to nominate. They should be nominated for Game of the Year. And if it's in that, because obviously, when they do the trailers at the end for Game of the Year and they play all the music, just let them sing. Just let them cook. Let them cook. Just give the girl the mic. They're all there. Just let them. Yeah, that's what they should do. 100%.
Okay.
Jeff Keighley, if you're listening, please hear me. I need this.
Yeah.
But
funny.
Yeah, it was good. Good night, all in all. Yesterday, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Team Cherry came out with their own quickly little video and announced that Silksong is finally coming out September 4th.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because
Jesus Christ, how long have you been waiting for this game? I think they showed this in like 2019. It's insane, and we're waiting for so long. Everyone keeps asking, when is it? Every showcase, every direct, everything.
Just gotta hope it's good now. It's been so long. You don't want it to be all that time.
Apparently, there is a demo out at Gamescom right now. People can play it, but apparently it's the same demo that it played in 2019. Like, it's the same. So it's a bit weird that they're playing the same demo as from before. But that is out on September 4th. It's very soon. We've just had as well, like, a NBA 2K26 just dropped a trailer for the career mode as well, which is called Out of Bounds, which is kind of voiced over by Spike Lee. Looks cool. I think they've kind of gone down a different path. Most times you create a player, you pick a team, and then you kind of earn your way up into the team to be the starter. Right, but this one now is like you're not even picking a team. Like, you might not make the draft night. You've got to figure out a different way to get to the league. So now they're thinking, okay, let's go overseas to Europe. So you might go Spain, Turkey, or wherever, play some basketball, then get picked up from the NBA team back in America, and then get back over there. So that's what it looks like the story is going.
Right, okay.
It looks cool. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll get it this year. There's so many other games we're playing right now, so I don't know if I could squeeze NBA in right now. And another little kind of worrying news, which happened in the US. PS5 have raised their prices in the US.
We knew that was going to happen.
Which is crazy right now. I mean, you come up to Christmas, you're raising the prices, and you got all these games coming out as well. That they just announced as well. So it's not good for everyone, personally.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was coming with the tariffs, right? So
yeah, but hopefully, maybe I don't know if I think Nintendo raised theirs as well. They raised theirs a few weeks ago as well.
Oh, probably I missed that. I have to double check.
They raised theirs a few weeks ago. Obviously, Xbox haven't really done anything yet. I don't think.
Yeah, they did. They did ages ago.
Oh, they did it before. Whether they do it again, who knows? You know how these people want the money. But yeah, that's kind of a little teaser of everything that happened this week.
Yeah, we'll have more next week.
Oh yeah, next week there's gonna be more of Gamescom because I've been watching other videos and stuff like that because there's been like it's a 5-day event, people. So like there is a lot to cover.
Yeah.
So next week I will be talking about a bit more.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah. Nothing else. Mum's the word.
That's it. I appreciate you guys listening to the podcast, and you can catch us on our socials. Game Party Pro. If you need a party, hit me up. Starline Forge for all the miniatures.
Tabletop, all
tabletop,
that stuff.
everything tabletop.
Yeah.
Josh is your guy. Follow us as well on the Spotify. Let's say where we release this. Also on the YouTube, and watch us on Twitch every week. And that is it. Yeah, we've got it all covered.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, indeed. See you guys next week.
See ya.
Peace.